because we never use them.
What? Woohoo! Hello, hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy
Welcome
Friday.
to Cooking with the Kids, episode 40. Today we're making meatballs.
Goodness gracious. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with the Kids, episode
40.
40 weeks we've been doing Cooking with the Kids. Super exciting.
Today we're making stuffed cheesy meatballs.
Stuffed cheesy meatballs. That's what's on the menu for tonight. I know I say it a lot, but we have a super busy evening. I'll put in a little plug. We're doing a 5K tomorrow. Woohoo! So lots of stuff to get ready and prepare. So I'm making a super quick lean and green tonight. My family loves meatballs, so I've tried lots of different types of meatballs, different recipes.
Turkey meatballs.
Yep, the turkey meatballs they love. And so we are doing this one tonight, and it's kind of fun because the recipe only calls for your lean, 2.5 year condiments, and then healthy fat for those clients that are on program. So it doesn't call for any of your greens. So you can use the meatballs as like on spaghetti. That's what we're going to do tonight. Or like with zucchini noodles or spaghetti squash, however you want there. So, or just plain as meatballs, and then you can have like a side salad. So it's nice because there's lots of different options with this recipe. So the recipe that I'm going to post is 1 serving. So it calls for 7 ounces of ground beef, and this is just for 1 serving worth. So we're doing 5 servings so that we can all eat. So as we talk through the ingredients here, just know that we are making 5 servings of this meal. And there's the recipe I'll post, obviously, but just know that we're going to do things a little bit different, and they seem to work a lot better, I found.
35 ounces of beef.
So, good job. 35 ounces of beef is what we're using. So just a little over 2 pounds is what I have. But yeah, so just know that in our Cooking with the Kids here, our live, it's going to be a little bit different than what the recipe says. Obviously the same end goal, but you'll see what I mean. So, stuffed cheesy meatballs. So like I said, ground beef, it calls for 7 ounces for 1 serving. So we have how much here, Viv?
35.
35 ounces of ground beef ready to go. 2 teaspoons of horseradish sauce.
10.
So how much do we have?
10.
10 ounces of horseradish sauce. I put it in this little dish because what we're going to do is roll the meatballs in this. This goes on the outside. So I just put all of it in a little flat dish that we're going to use. Then some spray. It says 5 sprays of nonstick cooking spray. So I just sprayed the pan here because we're going to bake them.
25 sprays.
And then just for 1. And then 2 wedges of light Laughing Cow garlic and herb cheese. So these are the little Laughing Cows.
Oh my.
So I have all of them just displayed here on the plate. But I wanted to keep this one whole to show you. So this is the garlic and herb one. And so Viv, if it calls for 2, how many did we need? 10. So we have 10 of them here. Now the nice thing with this is really you can make your meatballs thank you.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, come on over. Do you want to show them that at the end? You can show them that. I'll hold it up so you can show it to them. Okay? Would that make you happy? Cooper's a bit cranky tonight, so bear with us. But we'll show him your tractor. How about? Cooper just had a birthday, and he got lots of really cool John Deere tractor stuff that he's really excited about. So we'll show them that for sure.
Mom, one of the school chefs watches us.
Awesome. What was I just saying there? About
The cheese, and I showed you the package.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay,
Okay,
let's go.
Back.
So, you're gonna preheat the oven to 350, and then that's what I was saying. So the meatballs. So obviously you can make them any size that you want. I am doing 4 meatballs per serving. So, Viv, 4 times 5 is?
Oh yeah, we already did this. 20.
Good job. 20. So we're gonna make 20 meatballs, And then it works out nicely because for our recipe, we needed 10 Laughing Cow wedges. And so each meatball will get half of a wedge. Hey, they can't hear me when you're making those noises. Ooh, lots of math here. All right, here we go. This is, the recipe says to roll out the ground beef into the meatballs. So like I said, we're going to do 20 meatballs for our recipe. If I was just doing a single serving, I would do 4 meatballs. And then evenly distribute the horseradish sauce onto the outside of each meatball, coating it entirely. And then it says, with a toothpick, poke a large enough hole into the meatball to add the cheese in the center of the meatball. And then place the meatballs on a baking dish. This is what I found that works much better. We are just going to take a half a cheese wedge and then form the meatball around it versus trying to stuff the cheese into it. It's not as fun. And then roll the meatball into the horseradish. So that's what we're doing today. You can certainly do, whichever option you want. Okay? So, kids, watch how I do this.
Remember
Okay? Yep, hold on. Yep. Okay, watch. Look at.
Meatball.
You get to make like a Play-Doh ball.
Woohoo!
Okay?
Are you sure it's Play-Doh?
So this is about the size that we're going for, this meatball. And then look at my hands. They're really not. It's not that sticky.
But there's grease.
Now, listen, I'm going to cut all of these cheese wedges in half. Are you guys listening?
Yeah. Yep.
So each meatball only gets 1 chunk of cheese.
So
Okay.
that's a 1. So there's going to be 20 pieces?
20 pieces, yep. I have 10 wedges here. I'm cutting each wedge in half.
Because that means we have 20 meatballs. So one. I'm a genius here.
So, Greer, what would 10 times 2 be? 20. So we should have 20 pieces, okay? So watch. So now I just take the meatball and I'm just opening it up, taking a chunk of cheese. I set it right here in the middle, and then I form the meatball around the cheese.
How much meat? Like that much?
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh yeah, it's not
This
sticky.
is just way easier versus trying to push the cheese inside the meatball. It's actually quite frustrating. Okay, so now, as you can see, I have the meatball, and then we're going to roll it lightly. These first couple might get
Mom,
quite a bit of horseradish. So.
How about you do the horseradish stuff?
Jeez, Coop.
I had to look at this.
Oh, good. Yeah, we got the syringe back. So for those of you that know Cooper and his syringe. Yeah.
Episode. Yeah. Like this?
Yeah, that's perfect.
That? Mom.
Yeah, just squeeze that together.
Mom.
What do you got there? Ooh, 10 times 2 equals 20.
Yeah, people. And
Confirmed.
or 2 times 10 because of the beautiful
Okay, so again.
property. Wait.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so for me, Greer, would you like to try one of these? Really, your hands, I'll do the horseradish sauce,
Yeah.
but your hands do not get that messy. So, Viv, will you get him a chunk of...
Here you go, buddy. He lost a tooth. No, I
Ooh,
didn't.
yeah.
Yes, you did. That was 1,000 years ago.
It was just 2 days ago, and we didn't do cooking with the kids, so... Okay, so then see? And then I'm setting them on the pan.
Yeah, she is. I feel like they don't want to watch us do this, Mom.
Right, we're not going to do all of these with them.
Mom, here.
Set it in this little dish right here.
Yeah. Where? Oh, there. I think I'm better at basketball.
Stop.
But I played it.
Did you put cheese on the middle? In the middle? Okay, and we need to get a little bit more of this. It's okay. Yep, don't forget the cheese. That's kind of an important part of cheesy stuffed meatballs.
Okay. Mom, this is really hard.
There you go.
I took it.
And set it in here. All right, so yes, like I said, we're not going to bore you guys to death with doing all of these, but so easy. So then, let's see, you're gonna bake them at 350 for 20 minutes. And then, like I said, for those of you on plan, Cooper, For those of you on plan, it doesn't call for any of your greens. You could decide if you just want these as meatballs with a side salad, or to have them, we're having them as spaghetti tonight. So I'm using...
Mom, I'm ready to dunk it in.
Yep.
Basketball, let's go.
No,
Basketball, let's go. No, Mom.
I haven't decided if I'm going to use like cauliflower rice or zucchini noodles, with then a little bit of Rayo's spaghetti sauce. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Cooper, I'm going to rinse my hands off.
Yeah, me too.
And then show him your tractor.
I don't do any meatballs.
Well, do you want to make a meatball?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Gloria and I didn't get to do anything except make meatballs.
Great, it was that easy, man. Super quick.
Yeah.
Should we show them your tractor before we say goodbye? Okay. Bear with us for a minute.
Yep.
All right, I'll hold it up. And do you want to tell them about it?
Hey guys.
Come here.
What's up? Oh. No.
Okay, so here's Cooper's new tractor.
Mom, where can I go?
Come, you get up on your stool and show him what it does.
Opens up.
Opens up.
Put the lid down.
And what do you get to work on?
The engine.
Cooper, can you say the engine? What do you work on?
Mom, I'm showing them how the light works.
How the light works, yes.
The other light, what the other one doesn't.
Where? Oh, look at that.
It's a flashlight.
So yes, it's a tractor engine that he works on. So he's been learning how to work on the tractor engine.
Let's take that and
And then, you use the screwdriver to take that off.
square.
Here, buddy, back up so they can see.
They can.
Not if your head's in the way.
Well, not if you want.
You guys get a little bonus tonight. Not only cooking with the kids, but tractor engine talk.
And also this is where you put the oil, and this is where you put the gas.
Oil in the gas.
The big one's going.
Okay.
And
I think that's it. All right, Claire, come on over.
The front.
Oh, show him the front. Sorry.
Good. No, the front.
There we go.
That he holds his batteries and yo-yo.
Yep.
And also my pumpkin.
Yep, the horn.
Mom. Where? And also you do that. Start it.
Pretty cool. All right. Pretty awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thanks for hanging with us through Tractor Engine Talk.
Yeah.
Sign making and
Meatball
stuffed
making.
cheesy meatballs. One-stop shop here. Again, if anyone would like to join me and a bunch of other people running, walking, or just socializing at a 5K tomorrow, we are meeting at the Polk County Information Center right next to the Dallas House. We're starting at 9 a.m. Rain, snow. Cooper?
Dallas House.
Rain or snow, we'll be there.
Outside is so rock and roll, but inside is so lady.
Viv and Greer and Cooper will be there cheering, won't you?
Yeah. Go, kids, what color is that?
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you stop. Way too loud. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, a wonderful Friday night, and thank you so much for your support.
What, Mom?
All right, say bye.
Bye.